Hey everyone! Another weekend has started, and as promised, we are again live. Okay, not live yet because we are recording this video, but in a couple of iterations, we will start live streaming as well. So we are back to talk about weekly news together with Iryna Lorens, a crypto trader, investor, and co-founder at Weld Money. Hi, Iryna.
Hi, Nelli.
Let's jump straight to the point. And don't forget, guys, to like this video and share it in your socials. And keep watching because closer to the end, we will discuss the hot narrative. So not only market news, and Ira will show us some very useful charts and very insightful things for investors, but also we will talk about some altcoins that can potentially outperform Ethereum during these bull market. So stay tuned, don't switch off, and we will try to share some cool alpha. And coming back to the market news, first that I want to start with today is that in El Salvador, the second time president has won elections. His name is Nayib Bukele. Let me show you the news. Yeah, so, and he has been officially re-elected in El Salvador. But why we start with this news? We are not in El Salvador with Iryna, right? We are in another country. And here you see his very, very cool speech. So,
Me decía un periodista español, ¿por qué quieren desmantelar la democracia?
Okay, I will not play
many subtitles.
everything, but I want to tell you that this is the Bitcoin president. That is how the community calls him. So this guy, he was adopting Bitcoin and cryptocurrency all over the country during his first time being president. And
he made it as official payment method in El Salvador and also like run mining in the country. So
yes,
not only his private owning in crypto, also like for the whole country. I think that's a huge impact.
Exactly, and you can see here that the difference between the second place is quite significant. So, Ira, how do you think, what does it mean? A lot of people in crypto community are discussing this, are celebrating this. And by the way, if the president of Salvador is watching our video, congratulations, you did it, just in case. Yeah, why do you think this is important for overall crypto community? Why everyone is talking about it?
So first of all, the first conclusion we can make from this news, if you are president, please support Bitcoin, and then people will choose you and vote for you. Okay, it's a joke. Yeah, I think, first of all, it's a huge newsmaker because when you are president, all the newspaper will be happy to announce some news about your country and about you personally. So that's a huge branding for him, first of all, and the second for Bitcoin, because I'm not sure a lot of people know where is El Salvador located, but when you hear something about the countries adopting crypto, it sounds huge.
That is true. And I also really hope that this case will make other politicians think twice before they implement some heavy crypto regulation that does not work, or set up some barriers and bans in their countries and regions, because yeah, people want crypto, people need crypto, and those who once tried it in their life most probably will never want to switch back to fiat system. So if you want, actually you said it's a joke, but I truly believe that very soon politicians will understand if they want to win elections, they need to support and adopt Bitcoin and crypto. So hope.
And
yeah.
Another question to you: what do you think about this narrative? If the country adopt crypto on the basic level, on the tax services, on the payment solutions, and mass adoption on the payment system. So what do you think about this? You as a crypto native and all other crypto community would change your location to the country which is more open for the crypto people?
Absolutely. And actually, Portugal was a good case. I mean, they implemented, I think, preliminary zero tax on crypto income for those who are resident in Portugal. And I know a lot of crypto investors and VC funds who moved to Portugal just because of this reason. Also, when I lived in Switzerland, well, it was back in 17, 18, and they played around implementation in administrative tax payment, etc. Of crypto, but it was like kind of partial. So it was more for publicity those times than in reality. And in Spain, for example, it's already second year starts now when you can declare personal income in crypto. However, since the bureaucratic sector is not really prepared for it, even accountants do not recommend to do it right now, because they say every time the new legislations comes in, there are so many mistakes and errors happening. So it's better to wait until it would be a good practice base. But yeah, I would definitely consider those jurisdictions that not only adopt and regulate crypto, but also welcome it. So, for example, giving opportunity for crypto startups, for example, to have lighter taxation in their first years when it is the most risky and hard time, for entrepreneurs. Or
can you just name some countries that are more open now and welcome to crypto for now that you know about?
Well,
okay, Portugal. I think
Portugal?
in Europe, it's also Lithuania. A lot of crypto companies are located there or registered there.
Estonia also, well, Eastern Europe, they are trying, And by the way, on our previous video, some people were asking us to talk about crypto regulation. So that is good that you raised this point.
I think it's a great idea. Let's invite a crypto lawyer who will discuss this topic and explain everything. Because personally, me as a crypto startup, I have a lot of questions about the regulation. So I know, for example, also BVI is more open for crypto companies, and a lot of tokens were issued there. But honestly, I would love if we would have one single country who is completely open the borders for crypto people.
I think Argentina and some Latin American countries are trying to do it. So let's see what happens. But yeah, that is true. And the good case is Dubai as well. You know that the last couple of years, majority of players in crypto community, they established their offices in Dubai because of crypto-friendly regulation. And there is a massive community there.
Yeah. Guys, what do you think about discussing this topic on the next videos? Please let us know in the comments.
Yes, leave us comments and tell us what is going on in your jurisdiction. Very curious to learn about this. So getting back to other market news, in crypto, what is good in crypto, you never have boring weeks. Every day something is going on. So in January 2024, finally, Bitcoin on-chain volume reached a record high of over $1.2 trillion, the highest since September 22. So you remember that in September 22, we actually dived into crypto winter after September. So it was the end of bull market, the beginning of crypto winter. And here we say that bull market did not yet even start full scale, but we already have hit a record of Bitcoin on-chain volume transactions.
So the same topic that we discussed last time in the video. So people start to get into the point when they open their Binance account and they found some Bitcoin there. They start to trade. They start to invest more. So it's recovering. And one more thing, in September, the price of the Bitcoin was much higher than it is now. So we are even below the all-time high, but the trading volume is already higher. That's a good sign.
Maybe
the next bull run would be huge, I think.
I see some chart in your screen. So what is it? Is it the Bitcoin volume chart?
Yes. So I just watch on the volume, and it's really 3 times higher that we had in September 2023. So I think the dynamic would be the same. Plus 10-20% monthly we will gain.
Okay, and actually, speaking about Bitcoin, we definitely already discussed, and I think everyone in the market discussed Bitcoin ETF. One of the news of this week is that we learned that Ethereum ETF will be delayed. That's for sure. So during January, SEC already delayed applications from Grayscale and from BlackRock. And this week, US Securities and Exchange Commission also delayed the application for Ethereum ETF by Galaxy Digital and Invesco. So, Ira, what do you think? Is it something unexpected, big surprise for you, or did you expect this?
Let's say I think you cannot run so fast one ETF after another one. We just saw a Bitcoin ETF, which was really successful, because if you look on the chart now, I mean, all 4 Bitcoin ETFs are in the top list of worldwide ETFs. That is huge success, I think. So we need a small delay before we launch Ethereum ETF. But as you can see on the Ethereum price, people are not scared about this delay. So I mean, the price is pumping, and we saw like plus 5% yesterday. That's amazing.
By the way, can you show us how did this news about the delay of Ethereum ETF impacted the Ethereum price? So was it immediate impact or not?
Let's go on the chart. So let's take a look on the Ethereum chart. As you can see, we are still above this huge support line somewhere here. So we bounced already a few times from that, meaning that we are still in the uptrend, and this news about the ETF delay didn't hurt the price, and we saw huge green candle. So what I expect here, we still have resistance on this level, so maybe we will go somewhere like this to accumulate the price before the pump in this direction, hopefully. But if we're talking about potential dump of the Bitcoin before the halving, which is normally see each year before the halving, that's also what you can see in our previous video. Potentially we can go down, and we have here huge support line on the level of 1.8 thousand for the Ethereum. So I see 2 potential scenarios, and it depends on the Bitcoin, also on the market news. But what also I want to show you guys, it is S&P price, because it's the first time ever that we saw green candle above the 5,000. As you can see here.
Sounds exciting, but explain us, what does it mean? Because S&P, if I understand correctly, has no connection, no relationship to crypto market. So why is this important?
That's not true, because all the crypto traders are looking to this chart as well, because it's like, let's say, general mood of traders and the market. So S&P is more related to the business and more displaying the real number of economy and let's say health on the market. So you can see here that it's all-time high. The last all-time high was on the level 4,800. So it's much higher, and it wouldn't stop because we have any resistance here. So we are in the uptrend, and you can see on the weekly time frame that the total picture looks really positive. We are in the uptrend. And you can see like blue channel going up, and you can see also global green channel also showing uptrend, meaning that we will continue uptrending, and it's also will affect Bitcoin price and all the altcoins on the crypto market. So I'm pretty positive, let's say.
Okay, cool to hear this. But coming back to your forecast or your comments regarding the Ethereum chart. So my question is, you mentioned there are 2 scenarios, up or maybe there is a correction or down. And that is what truly, since I'm not a professional trader, when I'm trying to do some trades, following advice of the smart guys in YouTube, and they say there are two scenarios, and if either it is up or it is down. And I also always feel so much pissed off when I hear this, because come on, there is always two scenarios. I know it without expertise. Either it is up or it is down. So help us to navigate. Is it possible to have okay, there is no guarantee, but more certain forecast?
Let's say every time when you start to trade, you have to open the position, and you have to think about what would be if you're wrong. So it is like normal practice on the market. It means that, for example, if I'm long on Ethereum, which is true, I have to think, where is my exit point, and what would I do if, for example, I'm wrong? Because you have to put stop loss if you don't want to lose your money. Even on the bull market, we also understand that sometimes the correction happens and it could be like minus 50%. We saw it on the market already, I don't know how many times. So I don't want to be in minus 50% on my position, even if it's spot position. So every time I have to think about the second scenario, and when I would understand that the second scenario is happening, and what are my, let's say, routine, what should I do in this case? Because in the moment when it's already running, I'm too emotional to make the right decision normally. That's why every time think about another scenario, and when you, and what would you do in this case.
And when you are some dude without big budget, without big pocket, and trying to follow advice to earn, first of all, guys, big disclosure. Everything what we discuss in this video is not
financial.
Exactly. And this is true. So we are not trying to sell you anything, to move you into any kind of altcoins or cryptocurrencies, and definitely not trying to teach you how to trade and gain profits and X. But what we are trying to do is to share our experience, discuss actual information, what is circulating on the market, and share both with savvy audience like founders, crypto VC investors, and other professionals in this market, but also with newbies who are trying to figure out what's going on. The independent view, our own point of view, and also we will definitely invite some heavyweight experts that have incredible experience, so that you can learn together with us from them. So please smash the like button and help us to make this video. Let's say if we hit 5,000 views of this video, the next video, we will invite an expert in one of the hottest narratives in the altcoin market right now, which is Bitcoin Ordinals, BRC20, and Bitcoin Layer 2. Maybe you heard about it from different influencers in YouTube or Twitter. This is one of the hottest narratives on the market right now. But we will talk about narratives later in this video. So
Nelli, I want to also to highlight why we are in the position to talk about all these narratives. First of all, guys, you have to understand how the market works. For example, if you are in a crypto startup or Web3 project, normally you need some advisors, you need some service providers, you need investors, and blah, blah, blah. As crypto is like more anonymous and remote, you don't meet it in person. So I'm not sure if you know any of your investors in person, right? So normally you work P2P in some chats. It happens in Telegram, mostly. So it means that you have to know this person on Telegram. You have to be in some group chats. You have to discuss some points. And only after that, after you have already some connections to this investor, you can make an intro to the project that you know. Because if, for example, I would get a message from some, let's say, Web3 startup asking for the investments, I would think it's a scam. A lot of scammers on the market. that means that you need to be connected somehow already before the intro, and you need to introduce your investors to projects that you know already. They're like normal real people, first of all, not like AI agents. And you create a group chat, and you also sometimes watch the group chat and read the news, some updates and blah, blah, blah. And you also participate some conferences and also take part in these conversations. So that means that we are so deep in the market that we can read all the discussions between big players and service providers. And all that we're talking about, it's not from Twitter, it's not from some influencers, that's internal information from the market.
You nailed it, really, you nailed it. And many of you know that I'm the founder of InnMind, which is the leading platform for Web3 startups and crypto VC investors. And we regularly, our everyday job is actually to share deal flow with crypto VC investors. And to do it properly, to do it efficiently, and to close deals, our job is to keep on radar of everything what's going on the market, and also to understand the sentiments of crypto VCs. And these are the guys who are funding early stage projects before the retail community enters it, right?
And like 1 or 2 years before you know about this project, because
exactly
it needs investment in the beginning.
Exactly. And we know a lot of startups that are, for example, trendy on the market right now, that all the Twitter is talking about. We know them from baby stage, from the idea stage or seed stage. And for example, from the beginning of this year, literally from the 2nd or 3rd of January, we have daily calls with different VCs to understand what is their sentiment, what verticals they're investing, how do they evaluate portfolio deals, how do they choose which startup should be in their deal flow or not, what red flags do they consider. So this is a huge knowledge and insight that is accumulated in our hands, and we don't want to keep it for us. We are happy to share it with you guys. So come on, share this video with your peers who may be interested in this information, and let's learn together. And don't forget, Iryna also has years of experience managing hedge fund, crypto hedge fund. So in addition to market insights, he also has a professional, deep understandings of charts, of trading, of fundamentals of investing in altcoins and top cryptos. So that is something that I truly appreciate, and I could never ever understand charts without her. So that is huge experience.
Nelli, thank you for this introduction, warm introduction. You make it. You're the best in this part. Back to market rumors. Tell us please more about the most popular narratives for now.
Oh, I suggest actually, before going to our own insights, to go to some insights from the market. But before that, let's check other market news and Jupiter. You remember last video we talked about Solana ecosystem.
Yeah.
And we will put the description on the previous video. Iryna got very, very good note about everyone who is bullish on for everyone who is bullish on Solana, what to keep attention about. Jupiter is the largest DEX on Solana. It made its launch a week ago. All the market was talking about it. It was listed on the top exchanges. The price hit enormous valuation. And Jupiter is planning to launch next projects on Solana. So in particular, it would be, what it would be, let's see, Sanctum, liquid staking service, Sharky, a platform for NFT-backed loans, and DBridge, an infrastructure provider for cross-chain digital asset trading. So this week, Jupiter announced it, that they will launch these 3 new projects on their launchpad. And my question to Iryna, do you believe that these news will somehow also trigger the growth of Solana token and Solana ecosystem?
Yeah, for sure. And that would be definitely pump. I'm bullish. Short term, I'm bullish on Solana. And I'm a Solana holder, but guys, please watch previous video before you buy Solana.
Yeah. So here is the Twitter post of Jupiter CEO or founder. He's anonymous, and his Twitter name is Mel. Mel, indeed. He made a really long read about these upcoming projects. So feel free to go to Twitter and check it by yourself, guys. And speaking about market narratives, by the way, just hitting maybe another thing that is coming to the market. So another DEX on ZK-Sync ecosystem, GRVT, is planning to launch soon. And a lot of people are talking about it. GRVT has confirmed the airdrop. And those of you who are participating in airdrops, so it's invite-only thing. And when you join it, you will see also some special ZK-Sync mystery boxes that will make you eligible for some airdrop. We are not experts in airdrops. We will bring experts to our new videos, but just keep this in mind because it is time sensitive. And if I understand correctly, a lot of people in the industry say that it will be something juicy. Okay, speaking about narratives. So that is what we promised you. And if you watched till this particular moment, now it's time to reveal some information that we learn from crypto VC investors. So since the beginning of this year, many investors, first of all, they switched their focus back to Gamify narrative. It's hot again. Congratulations to all gaming projects and to all gamers and to all of those who love gaming. Because to be honest, half a year ago, nobody believed in Gamify sector in Web3 anymore. You remember, Ira, during last bear market, so many Gamify projects, they died, they underperformed, they didn't deliver, and it was a huge disappointment for the whole industry. But the money flow was huge.
As well as some DeFi projects, which are also on the wave right now. And we all can hear again in this narrative, right?
Yes, yes. So one thing is Gamify. Which is a hot narrative, and many crypto investors are considering deal flow right now in this specific vertical. Second, as Ira mentioned, DeFi. And DeFi, we can say the broad focus, whatever you can imagine in DeFi, but also there is a specifically hot part of the DeFi, which is called liquid staking or restaking. So everything what you can do, for example, when you stake Ethereum and you earn your API, it can be a nice additional income, but you actually can't use your Ethereum anymore. With liquid staking, you can use your staked Ethereum. For example, it would be ST, ETH, or something like that, and restake it or lend it or do whatever on other platforms. So you earn twice. You do not just farm one API on one platform, but you also go to another, switch tokens and lend it or borrow and do whatever DeFi mechanics. By the way, Ira, from your financial background, does it sound crazy or does it sound like something really useful for the industry?
I would offer you to ask yourself, why do they offer such kind of rewards? Like, for example, you stake Ethereum. What happens after that? From which source do you have these rewards? Have you ever asked yourself?
No.
Great, guys. Please, put in the comments something like Ethereum staking or some questions what we want to know about this, and we will make special video about all this DeFi mechanics, how it works.
Actually, yes. When you stake, let's say $100 worth Ethereum or Solana or whatever, and then also do liquid staking, etc., you can earn from 10 to hundreds or even thousands of % API, depending on the platform, depending on the liquidity pool that you are entering or whatever. Yeah, right now, actually, where this money comes from. Guys, where this money comes from, tell us in the comments if you know. If you don't know, as Ira said, we need to dive in this topic, but we will not answer you today. Okay, so Gamify, DeFi, what else? Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a huge new, so it is coming back. Bitcoin Layer 2, Bitcoin Ordinals, BRC20. This is very hot topic nowadays. And you know, I found an interesting gap between West and East. When we talk with Asian investors, Chinese, Korea, Singapore, whatever you can imagine, region, they all name Bitcoin narrative as #1 focus for their portfolio. They're extremely bullish, and some of them even make a special dedicated fund just to invest in Bitcoin related startups and nothing else. But in the Western world, these narratives are not that hot yet. I mean, investors name it just after the bracket in some, you know, at the end. This and maybe also Bitcoin narrative. So I think this gap will be smaller and smaller. And at some point of time, these hot narratives from the East will come to our world as well. And everyone will be talking about it. Right now, it's not yet here that much. But I recommend you to look at, to study this topic, do your own research, analyze what kind of projects are there in the market. And as I promised, if we will hit 5,000 views of this video, we will invite a special expert that will share everything you need to know about Bitcoin Ordinals and BRC20. Iryna,
It's a great idea, I think.
Do you know anything about BRC20 and Bitcoin Ordinals?
Honestly, I know nothing about this, but I would love to hear from the expert.
Great. So these are the hottest narratives. And in addition, we can name a few, like, of course, zero knowledge technologies. Also, still we see maybe not the hype, but huge interest to AI implementation in Web3. And we remember that in our last video, we touched this point already. Iryna is very bullish on AI. Everyone should know about that. So if you have cool AI project that is doing anything with AI trading or strategies or just productivity tools that can help you perform better, do AI-driven business or whatever, you should contact her for sure, because that is her current passion.
That's true, that's true.
You're using AI on a daily basis, right? And like 10, 20 different tools,
I would
not just
say I use AI and talk to AI much more than to real people.
That is kind of all regarding the narratives. And yeah, what else? What else did we plan for today?
I think it's almost everything. Yep.
Perfect. Then, yeah, we are done for today. Thank you, everyone who watched us. And we will see you next weekend, as promised. And why we are doing it on weekends? First of all, because we don't have time on the week and during the week. We are full-time founders. We are also investors. We have so much on the plate. So if we are doing video like professional bloggers, then we will have same insights as different QLs who repeat each other. So guys, I hope you also love to meet during the weekend. And also I noticed that a lot of regular everyday bloggers, they do not produce content on the weekends. So maybe it's we hit this gap, yeah, and bring you some interesting content. I hope so. So thank you, everyone, and thanks, Iryna. That was amazing as usual.
Yes, Nelly, I love our idea to make this content.
Yep, let's continue. It's a challenge. Let's continue like exercise, very sustainable.
Yep. See you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.